What's up, everybody? Today I got Brian, aka Charlie, but his real name is Carlos Velasquez. They are pro fighters here from Arizona. So, Brian, your record is 3 fights with 2 KOs, correct?
Correct.
You're 21 years old.
Correct.
Charlie, you're 22 years old, and your record is 6 fights, 3 KOs.
Yes,
is that
sir.
correct?
Yes, sir.
So, guys, I met these guys. It was Thunderbolt, I believe.
Yeah.
It was a Thunderbolt event, and Charlie had fought, and you were, I think that was before you fought or not. Did you fight in the Thunderbolt
it
card?
was after I fought on Del Sol's card.
Okay.
Like a few months after, like a month after.
Oh,
yeah, because I had just missed her.
Yeah.
You fought when Ray Beltran,
Was gonna
when he
fight.
fought. Yeah, was gonna fight.
Yeah,
So
correct.
I met Charlie, man, super cool guy. First off, his fight was, his skills and everything. I was like, wow, who's this guy? Ended up getting to know him, man, and super chill people, man. His dad, you know, is super guy, super nice guy. And then I found out that he had a brother, right? I was like, what the heck, Charlie has a brother and looks just like him. So I guess the reason why I'm doing this, you know, for Arizona Boxers and for yourselves, because as I get to know you, I want Arizona boxing fans to get to know you guys as people and also as boxers. So my first question for both of you guys, have you guys ever fought each other?
Always, huh?
Yeah.
But it's always a competition, but like, it's always. And then it's all funny though, you know. We just laugh at it, you know. But yeah, we fight a lot. I mean, we still do, but like we argue more. Like, but when we were little kids, we used to throw hands, though, huh?
Yeah, crazy. In the room.
Yeah?
In the room.
We
I'll
were
throw
going
on like
crazy.
each one glove. I'll throw on the left. I'll throw on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah, really?
It'll be funny. It'll be fun in games though. It'll be fun in
Yeah.
games. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, would you guys use like pillows or actual gloves?
Oh, we used actual gloves.
Like there were
Yeah.
8 ounces too.
Yeah, it's funny because, like you said, like we only put like I'll put the left one and he put the right hand. We'll go by rounds. Like we switch it up the next. Like, it's funny,
Yeah,
man.
it's
Yeah.
It used to be
You
funny.
guys have any like home videos of that or anything?
I
We
think
do
we,
actually have-
yeah, in the camera, like the
Yeah.
camera that we used to have. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
We have like our amateur, like our first fights,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
everything. It's crazy.
Tournaments, yeah.
Well, that's awesome, man. See, that's cool. Like as a brother, like 'cause you guys are brothers, and so you guys are so close in age
Yeah.
that you guys have those memories, and then now you guys are pro boxers. You guys are able to see each other fight and encourage each other. That's pretty badass. What'd your dad think about that, or your mom?
My mom at first, she was like looking like she'll trip on like,
Yeah.
she'll have a lot of like, she'll be like nervous for us, you know.
Uh-huh.
Especially like I remember when I first fought, like
Uh-huh.
she'll be nervous. Like we have the whole family there and everything. It was cool. It was pretty cool.
So when you guys, you know, obviously scrapped when you guys were little kids. You know, you guys. I mean, everybody does that, right? Especially when you guys had brothers. You guys have brothers. So
Actually, we have an older brother. He used to box too.
yeah,
Yeah,
He's the-
he had a heavy
here
hand.
in
Yeah.
Arizona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Luis.
Luis
Yeah.
Velasquez. When
Luis
did
Velasquez.
when did he fight?
He actually never competed, but he was going to compete amateur too, cause I think he's only like 2 years older than me, huh?
Yeah, like 2, 3.
2 or 3 years older than me. But man, he has a heavy hand. He still does.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
how old is he right now?
He's
24, 25.
about to be 24 now.
Yeah, no, he's
Oh
about to
man,
be
he's still
25.
young.
25.
He's
Luis,
about to
come
be.
on, the Velasquez
He
brothers,
come back.
the duo.
Hey, true.
So that's badass, dude. I didn't know him, man. I'd love to meet him too. Does he go to your fights?
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Always.
man. I'm gonna look
course.
out for him next time. So, so I guess obviously you guys scrapped when you guys were at home, right? Normal as brothers. When did you guys go into boxing? Like, when did you guys go into the gym and really take this into like, hey, I want to just learn the art of it?
I don't know. It was so random. My cousin, he used to do karate, and I don't know where the person that got him into boxing was in the karate too with him, and they went to like middle school together, elementary, and I guess one day after school he invited him to go to the gym, and that's when I went with him with my dad, and I don't know. At first it was like I just did it for fun, you know, see what's up, you know. I was like, you know, I'm gonna just hit the bag. I know I look kind of funny hitting it because I didn't know what I was doing, you know.
Yeah.
But like I was just having fun, you know, like I was a kid. I was
Yeah.
doing like 7.
Yeah,
I was like 7 years
Yeah.
old.
So you're 7, you were 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so it was like and I tell you, I just kept going. Like I didn't really take it serious, but at the same time they took it serious to me, and I was like, like I'm gonna just like do this for fun, you know, because I seen like I'm a boxer, you know, like they're gonna think I'm cool or something.
Yeah, then, yeah.
But then after just like little by little, like
Then a few months later, my dad brought me in to box as well, and then after that, it was just an everyday thing.
Yeah.
till now, yeah, every day.
The rest is history. Yeah.
This is history. So, I guess when you guys were going to the boxing gym, right? Did like out of you guys or even your older brother Luis, did anyone like your dad looking at you guys? Did anyone say, "Oh, okay, this is the natural fighter," or did you guys all like not know how to do anything? You guys all just learned from scratch.
My brother, Uncharted,
Yeah.
my dad seen him. He was like, oh, he's a natural fighter, this and that. Like, his leg movement and everything.
Yeah.
He likes to have fun in there.
Yeah, like, yeah, pretty much. I don't know.
You hear from a lot of people too. Like, they say he's natural. Like, yeah.
I hear it a lot too. Like I don't really say it, like, I have like a lot of footwork.
Yeah.
And boy, cause when I was small, I remember I used to like in party, we had like family parties. I'd be dancing like,
Oh,
like
yeah.
I'm like yeah, like I have a lot of footwork and like I'm energetic.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I don't know.
So in family parties, he was the dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah?
He'll get lit.
Oh
yeah.
my
Yeah,
God.
I'll get.
Like breakdancing.
Yeah,
Like
everything.
yeah.
quebradita,
I'll do everything.
or
I'll do
what?
everything.
Everything.
Yeah,
He
I'll
wasn't
dance with my
shy,
mom.
it's
Yeah, I'll
crazy.
like yeah. It's
Oh,
funny.
right.
Yeah.
Hey man, invite Charlie to party, man.
Yeah.
So that's cool, man. I didn't know about that. That about you. So you're the natural fighter. Obviously, you worked for it. What about your
Yeah.
brother, Luis? Was he
Oh,
just heavy hands?
He was just heavy-handed, like man, like oh, even like how we used to fight, like that, like back in the house, like when he'll hit me or anything, like man, I know he wouldn't try to hit me hard, but man, his hand just heavy, you know.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, he's the type of person you can't really push back. Like, he
Yeah.
just stays in front of you. Like,
Yeah.
it's either he
Like
pushes
heavy
you back.
bones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's either he pushes you back or he just stays right
Yeah.
there. Yeah, he don't go back.
Yeah. So you guys did that, and then how many years did you train? Growing up, learning it, all the way to where both of you guys went to amateurs. Like how long was it? Did you guys train to go to amateurs?
Pretty quick, huh?
Yeah, like you turn 8, right? Like,
Yeah.
you turn
Honestly, like he said I was pretty natural. He was like pretty like, I'm not gonna lie, like he's a very hard worker, so he kept up quick.
Yeah?
He picked it up
Yeah.
quick. But it's like I feel like I think he's like the hardest worker. I'm not gonna lie, like we all train like hard, but him like he's at it like it's my brother, like I'm gonna talk good, like he's like
It's a little brother too, man.
yeah,
You
man.
gotta watch out.
Yeah, I'm serious, man. Like I'm serious, like he's like the hardest working at the gym. For me, he's like the hardest work, like
Yeah.
out of the team, the hardest.
So let's talk about you guys' amateur career, right? Let's start with you, Brian. How was your amateur career, and how many fights did you have, and how do you feel about it?
I had about like over 100 fights, and I competed multiple tournaments, like nationals and stuff. But I never really won the big like national anything. But I was always up like in the quarterfinals, semifinals, finals. But I never got the gold medal. But
They have their favorites.
Yeah?
and
Yeah.
I feel like it's looking like corrupted.
yeah,
like-
but what was funny is that the person that would beat me would be the one that would win it all. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's
Every
crazy.
time?
Yeah, every time.
Dang, and was it close? Was the fight close?
Yeah, it was close. Yeah.
Something I feel like
Like
we
split.
robbed low key, like in a way. Like they have their favorites, like, they have their name. Sometimes their trainer, like they're like known already like for boxing, so like they just look at that. Like, I mean, and then they know like it's all good experience, but same time like man,
It
it
sucks,
sucks.
yeah,
It
Yeah.
sucks. It just sucks.
What about you? What about your amateur career?
It's same thing, honestly. Like our last tournaments, we actually like left like with like the medal rounds. Like
Mhm.
basically, like I got third and you got
Second.
second. You got second. I got third. So like it was a national tournament too, USA national.
Yeah,
like,
it was a group of like 8. And
Yeah.
we were the last 2 standing from the team. That was
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
out of 10 people, like
Yeah.
10 guys that we had on the team.
We had full brackets, huh?
Yeah, and we had heavy brackets too. Like bro, like I feel like we needed an extra day to add another.
Yeah?
Like yeah, it was like it's so packed. Our like division was like I feel like the most competitive.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean it was a good experience. It's fun. Being out there too with the team. But it sucks like coming back like with not with the goal. It sucks. But hey, did-
Yes. So when you guys, I think that happened for a reason though, because I like to say that you both are like Arizona's hidden gems, right? You guys, not a lot of people know you guys. Like you said, your amateur career probably isn't as talked as much as most people, right? Because of what happened with it, right? You guys had some adversity, probably some adversity.
I guess,
Adversity.
right, yeah.
So in the amateur in your amateur career, and so I think that happened for a reason because you guys are such hard workers, and not a lot of people know that you guys are super good, man. Like Charlie, a lot of people don't know, but you were Keenan Carvajal's training partner, and I was able to had the privilege, man, to see you guys spar, and I'm telling you, you could beat Leo Santa Cruz, like you can, like, and also Keenan, I think you prepared Keenan to fight a much better fighter, and I think that had to deal. That gave Keenan like the success that he had because he surprised us all, right? I had faith that he was gonna beat him, but I was like, man, back in my mind too, I was like, that's Leo Santa Cruz, man. He's a bad boy, man. Like he's gonna throw 100 punches around, and Keenan's never saw this. Keenan's been fighting C-level fighters, but then he goes out there, puts on a great performance, and I'm like, I was just thinking to myself like, I think that had to do a lot with Charlie, man. Charlie, the type of work that I saw in this ring right here, like I expected that from Leo Santa Cruz.
Yeah.
The type of work that you gave Keenan Carbajal, I expected that to Leo Santa Cruz, and then it's like, dang, man, Charlie's a bad boy, man. He's a bad boy. But I just want to give that out of the way. But let's go back to the amateur career, right?
Shout out to Keenan.
Yeah, shout out to Keenan Carbajal, bro. Shout out to he's hella cool, man.
Yeah.
And so amateur, right? You guys both have that. What was your record as amateur?
It was like 85. I'll be honest, we wouldn't have more, but there's times where we wouldn't get fights.
Mm-hmm.
Like especially in Arizona, it's not really a lot of amateur fights, especially now after COVID, after everything happened, the pandemic. There's not really that much fights happening, but when there is, it's always far away, like out there in Coolidge, yeah, it's all random too. But I mean, hopefully everything turns out good for all the kids,
Yeah.
Well,
It's coming up,
Yeah.
and obviously, hopefully now that it looks like COVID's coming back. I don't know. I see signs now in hospitals. My lady was just telling me too. She took my daughter to the pediatrics, and now they're requiring like just one parent there. So I want to say COVID's going away, but I don't know.
You
It
just
looks
never
like it's kind of slowly coming back. So hopefully we all think positive and it goes away. But so you guys, your amateur career, right? Boom, got that out of the way. When did both you guys go pro, Brian?
I went pro around, was it 2020 or 2019 in October?
I think 2019.
Oh, 2019 in October, yeah. It was a private show. Oh, no, it was 2020 because of COVID.
Oh yeah.
And it was a private show out there in Scottsdale. I think Iron Boy held it.
Yep.
And yeah, I fought there my first fight, and then I got the victory. And it was weird. It was a weird scenery because
The audience.
I didn't have my family there looking at me. It was just people out there that live out there in Scottsdale in a private event, just looking at us.
I've been to that.
Yeah.
It is kind of weird,
Yeah.
especially if that's your first fight.
Yeah.
Like, I remember Marufo.
Yeah.
He fought in one of those private fights, and I got invited. It was cool, man. And it's just business owners. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That
It's
are
funny
doing it.
because I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
That business owner that he fought for, we're actually at that time we were working for that contractor.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's crazy. Westpac. Yeah. it
Oh,
was-
Westpac, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what they do besides boxing, because they not only train hard in the gym, but they're glazers. And Westpac, I know, is their big
Yeah.
construction,
Yeah.
Construction.
and they build like buildings and stuff like that, right?
Yes, sir.
And and what did you like talk to him, or were you just like, oh, I know that guy, I built that building?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
we didn't tell him, but we seen him, like, oh, we recognize him from the
Yeah.
job site and stuff. Yeah.
That's
Like,
funny.
Yeah, out of all the supers, we seen the one that we were actually we seen earlier that day because we were actually at work. Well, I was at work with my dad because I didn't fight that day.
Yeah.
And I seen him like, oh, and we seen him at the fight like, oh, and he actually brought him out. He's the one who's like, oh, it's not him right there. Like, oh yeah, that's funny. Like, small world,
Yeah.
You just never know.
Exactly. Maybe there'll be a sponsor, Westpac.
Yeah. Hey,
Oh,
shout out
sponsor
Westpac. Hey, shout out
Brothers.
Westpac.
So, when did you turn pro, and what was your tell me your experience on that?
I turned pro back in 2017, huh?
Yeah.
Back in 2017. I was actually with Joe Diaz that time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was pretty good, pretty cool. Good experience out there. Helped me a lot. So I mean, I actually connected with Top Rank for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually one fight, and I was gonna get another fight in, but that's when the pandemic happened right after, and everything went downhill. And so now we're trying to pick it up little by little again, see what happens. But yeah, turned pro at 2017, I was 18 years old.
You had barely turned 18.
Barely, yeah,
Like-
literally a
like
week after.
a week after you
Yeah.
fought, yeah.
So, and I fought in California, Corona, California.
Yeah.
I fought on a Thompson show, and yeah, I won. You know, I fought a real strong dude, huh?
Yeah, I think he was MMA as well.
He was
huh?
MMA too, yeah, but he was strong. He came forward, and I just outboxed him, and yeah, thank God I got the victory. You know,
Yeah.
It felt good. I had my family there too, even when it was California,
Yeah.
and I had friends that went out there to watch me. So it was real exciting.
Mhm.
Yeah, the fight, walking out, that experience, man, is just it's a good feeling, you know.
And
Yeah.
the first time you guys both get into like are doing that walk, right? Take me through that. The first time, how'd you feel? Like, is it you? Once you do that first ring walk, or get in that ring, or get that first punch, is it just like you're numb to it now?
Yeah.
Or at first are you like scared, like, oh shoot, I'm about to be a pro, get hit in the face, you know? Like, what's going through your mind when you're first entering the ring and your first time when you're turning a pro?
Well, with me, I'm a bit nervous, not gonna lie, but as the fight like starts, like the bell rings, like I'm ready, you know. And what's funny is that I actually like received the first punch when I turned pro,
Yeah.
and like I felt it, like damn, like it didn't buzz me, but like it woke me up, and like I got like kind of mad, but not really. I know how to compose myself,
Uh-huh.
and then after that, I just took him out like a minute after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Charlie?
Me, honestly, I'm gonna be honest. My first fight when I fought, when I debuted, when I was walking out, I had like no nervous, nothing. I was just excited, you know, like excited. But then after that fight, it's just like, oh, then I started getting like nervous things. It's normal because I asked like my friends too that box too from Arizona.
Mhm.
They be feeling the same way, like, oh, like, yeah. It's always the first one, like, where you feel like good, like, oh, you're excited, you know, just to get in there, like, pro, you know. And you don't really feel nothing. The punches, like, till, like, the next day, if you get hit in the face, like, you'll wake up, oh, my God, like, it's like,
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
like
I feel
bruises and everything. Yeah, sore. Yeah.
yeah, like,
And I think you've been cut, right, Brian? Or who has been cut?
oh,
It
Checo.
was Checo.
Oh, it's Checo.
Yeah.
got
Checo,
cut.
yeah.
So you guys have never been cut?
No, I
Nah,
haven't.
thank-
What about a black guy? You guys got a black guy like as pros?
Yeah, but it
Have
was
you guys gotten like swollen? Like, how do you guys deal with that too afterwards?
by, like, fight or?
Yeah, by a fight. Yeah,
Oh,
by a fight.
I don't think we have, actually.
I haven't.
No.
Well,
Yeah,
actually,
that
I had
thing got-
like a
got
little,
pain
I had
face.
like a little
Yeah.
purple eye, but it was
was
like
a head bump,
regular-
no?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had like a busted lip too, but I should let it go away by itself. So yeah.
Like,
So you guys turned pro, right? No, actually, you know what I wanted to talk to you about is how did you connect with Joel Diaz? You know, you told me that and I totally forgot about it. So how did that even happen?
honestly, we used to, like, train with, at No Flinching
Mhm.
with Hector Castro. He's a good friend of ours.
Yep.
We used to train together back in we made a gym at his house,
Mhm.
and after that, just like started training there. And I guess he already knew Joe,
Mhm.
and he basically helped me.
Well, we were we were a team.
Yeah.
So we all like decided to go out there and like get some work in with other fighters out there, and then from there like they liked our work and like they just became close to us too. Like whenever we go out there, like they recognize us and stuff
Yeah.
and show us love.
Yeah, a lot of love.
How cool, man? Well, I know how cool Joel Diaz is,
Yeah.
but how cool is it as like when you're his fighter, and he's like, you know,
Real
praises you?
exciting.
Like how is he? Because I know he has a rancho. You know, have you been to it?
Yeah, we actually like when we do like runs in the mornings over there during camp, we'll run like in the morning and we'll be running through a canal close to his ranch, and man, like we actually feel like we start like the start of the canal, we go all the way around. It's like I say like 5 miles, a 5 mile run, just all straight canal, and we end up going around. We end up at his ranch, and like the ending, like the end of the canal is where the ranch is, and we actually finish there and we see the horse and all that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, it's early, you know, like it's just, I mean, it was a good experience. Like not even like just being out there for boxing, but like I get to meet like new people, like Joe Diaz, man. Shout out to Joe Diaz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you there with him, or was it
I,
just Charlie out
I
there?
actually went there for a week, and after that, I went back home because I had school.
Uh-huh.
I was doing school, but yeah, I actually went out there for a week, and like I was training with them, and like did everything they would do, the pros.
Mhm.
At the time, I was amateur still, so yeah, it was different. Like the runs in the morning, everything. Yeah.
So how long were you with Joel Diaz?
I was out there for like 3 years, huh?
Yeah.
I say like 3 years.
Wow.
pretty good experience, man.
See,
Yeah.
that's what I'm telling you. You're a hidden gem, Charlie. You too, Brian. Like, especially because you're his little brother, so you're gonna always work 10 times harder than him.
Yeah.
So you better watch out for
Yeah, I
Brian. So, so what school did you guys graduate from? Because you guys went to school here in Arizona, right?
Yeah, we both actually went to Central High School.
Central.
Yeah, and then I graduated from it's a new school right there by Metro Tech. It's called Linda Abreu,
Mhm.
and that's where I graduated. Like, I graduated a year late, but I still ended up graduating back in 2020
Mhm.
when COVID, and it wasn't really a graduation ceremony because of COVID. So
Yeah.
like, it was like a drive-by, like
was
in the
a
car.
drive-by.
Yeah.
Really? You drove by? No, tell me about
it's
that, dude.
like, it was just me, my brothers in the
You guys
car.
celebrating in the car, playing
Yeah,
music?
playing music. Yeah.
I was driving it.
And then we walked out the game. My parents were out there waiting. Like, hey, they were happy and stuff. Yeah.
That's funny, man.
Yeah.
So, and what are you? Oh, you went
I
to
was
Central. You
Central.
graduated
Yeah.
from Central, right? Did you guys play any sports besides boxing? Or just
Oh,
box?
Soccer.
Soccer, we play soccer.
Yeah.
But
So
we-
that comes from your footwork, see?
Low-key, yeah.
Low-key.
But
And
we
conditioning too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of conditioning. It's actually funny. When we fought like during Jen Lewis, the
Mhm.
tournament, the invitation tournament
Mhm.
in Mesa, during that weekend, same weekend, we'll have a soccer tournament, a big soccer tournament, the Futiri Cup.
I don't know about it, but
by,
go ahead.
By where Free Farm is at.
Uh-huh. Oh, yes.
There's like they have fields and they have like tournaments, and they had a big tournament that weekend, and we actually we fought we'll like play in the morning. No, I'm sorry. We'll actually go weigh in, and then right after weigh-ins we'll go straight to our soccer game like around 8 in the morning.
Yeah, 9.
And 9 we'll play like 2 games before we actually start competing at the boxing tournament.
Yeah.
That's badass. That's a
Yeah.
good memory to have. So, I mean, that whenever I hear that, I think about your dad
Yeah, me
and
too.
mom, right? Because he sacrificed so much time, and just think about it, like that weekend, taking you over there to Fear Farm, that's freaking far from Gene Lewis. That's in Mesa.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at right now, you know what I mean? So, I guess, talk about your dad's relationship that he has with you guys, like growing up and also just as a trainer, because your dad is your trainer, right?
Yes, sir.
And how does that work out,
I feel like boxing just made our relationship with our dad closer. Yeah, he's always with us 24/7. And we're at work together. We come
Yeah.
home. We come to the gym together. Yeah.
It's badass.
Yes,
Now, what about you, man?
me and him always bump heads, but I mean I love the guy, what am I gonna say?
He's a little shy. Me and him go It's
Yeah.
right, man. You and your dad, man, because I'm not gonna lie, your dad tells me too that he has you at a higher standard, right? Because he knows how good you are as a fighter, and I agree with your dad, and I hope another person telling you that, gets you like, hey, man, you could be great, Charlie. I've seen you be great in this ring, and I've seen you be great as a pro too. Like, you're gonna be a great pro. You just gotta show up to the gym a little bit.
Yeah, I do actually. No, it's true. It's true. I mean,
So your dad, man, has a great relationship with you guys. He's also trained some amateurs. Super cool guy, man. Super cool guy. I mean, is that how your family is? You guys always that close, and has your dad always been the type of guy that's like, he seems like very chill and understanding. Has he always been like that?
Yeah, he's always been like that.
He's,
Yeah.
like, very drama free, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, he don't like
He
that.
feels really kind of relaxed.
Yeah, he's so
like-
relaxed. Yeah.
Yeah, like chills back, like a chill guy. Every time I
Yeah.
see him, man, he's training kids. He's never yelling. He's
Yeah.
telling them what to do. I'm like,
But
okay, that's why you're like that. Like you guys rub off what your dad is. Like you guys are not crazy. I
Yeah.
mean, Charlie seems a little crazy. A little crazy.
He might-
A little bit too energetic, huh?
But so you guys are now pros, right? Like I said, you have 3 fights. You have 6 fights. Okay. Tell me, Brian, where do you want to take this, man? Are you thinking about becoming a world champion? I'm sure you guys both have that, but in your mind, what have you envisioned your career ending up?
Well, I just like you said, I want to be a world champ and just keep winning titles, like clear divisions out and everything. I'm at 122 right now, so I feel like I'm pretty tall for that weight class, and I feel like I could gain weight and win at multiple divisions.
Mhm.
So that's what I want to do, just keep winning and clearing out divisions.
122, and you're 5'9", right?
Yeah, I find
Wait,
5'9".
it's crazy because I feel like he still could make 118 too. I feel like he still make 118.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm good right now, 122.
Yeah. What about you?
Me, 135. Honestly, like the same thing, the exact same thing. But I just want to make money, you know. For
Yeah,
not even for me, just for the family, you know. Like I want to provide something better for them, you know. Like my parents, shout out to them. Like they couldn't give us everything we wanted, you know. But like we had to earn it, you know, earn it. But I mean, shout out to them, man. What can I say, man? I love them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Wouldn't be
What-
I'm sorry, we wouldn't be in the position we're at if it wasn't for them. Like especially my mom, because when I was out there with Joe Diaz, I need like money, you know, to stay out there, you know. Or
Yeah.
else, what am I doing out there? But she'll send me money, and like my mom's was a real big help. She'll support me. Like, yeah.
yeah, you know what? And let's give your mom a shout out too, because I know your dad's a trainer, and he's always gonna get, obviously, because he's right there in your ring. He's always gonna get recognized. You know, it's being on TV, right there in the weigh-ins. But your mom's right there in the corner, right?
Yeah.
Always supporting you, always doing the things that, you know, we don't see. Like media doesn't see, promoters don't see, right? And that's being a mom, right? And loving you guys. So let's talk about your mom, man. Like, how is your mom, man? Obviously she loves you guys. She's always been there with you guys. But how has she guys helped you guys in your career?
My mom's super kind. She's like, she's like shows a lot of love to everybody, and like
I
her
feel-
helping us in our career. Like she like watches what we eat. Like if she sees us eating something unhealthy, she'll let us know. Like, oh, I can make you this and that.
Really? So she's like kind of like your nutritionist.
Yeah,
But
basically.
she'll be
yeah.
getting mad at me all the time because I love eating, man. she'll be.
I'm not surprised,
She
Charlie.
calls me fat, like man, like you know.
Yeah.
What can I say, man? It is what it is.
Yeah, you know what, Charlie, too? I've always said this, man. You're so good, but I think what makes you good is that. If you think about it, like all the great fighters, they all are kind of wild. Like you're like wild, man. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's what makes you great. And you know, all you had to do is just focus it. You know, because you're a great fighter, Charlie.
Thank you.
You're a great fighter, and you're Brian, man. He's your little brother, man. I'm telling you, he's probably better.
He's in a, yeah.
He's probably
You never,
better,
yeah.
man.
Like,
Because he's the little brothers always are like, oh man, my little brother's kicking my ass. Oh, you know, I gotta work hard.
yeah,
That's how I
he's
am,
like-
yeah.
Like I said, like I always said, like people say I'm talented, you know, but I always think in my head, like I always think like, damn, hard work always beats talent, no matter what, no matter what. And
Yeah.
yes, I believe in that.
Yeah, you're
So-
talented. You guys are both talented. You guys are both hard workers. So, what were we talking about? We're talking about your mom, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, she's kind of like your nutritionist. Like, what meals does she make? Healthy meals, like during training camp, that you love.
Me, I like when she makes me fish
Yeah.
with some broccoli and like slices of tomato. Yeah, that's mostly what I try to have her make for me. Yeah.
What are you?
Me, honestly, when I'm cutting weight, man, I'll eat anything, even the things I don't even like eating, like caldo. You know, she makes caldo in this heat,
Yeah.
but she still ends up making caldo because it's just, you know, it's good for us. You know, it makes us stronger. You know, like, but caldo, lentejas, again, like fish, salmon. You know, all that. Like, but like, even though it's healthy, like she only serves us like a small portion, like a real small portion.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, but
That's
mean-
cool, man. That's cool that, like, the more and more I get to know your family, right? Like, I got to know you guys, and I got to know your dad, right? Now I'm getting to know your mom, man. It's like, you're really invested in your career.
Yeah.
Like, usually, you know, maybe your dad's a trainer, but your mom's, like, just worried there. Maybe she's not even, like, she's just, you know, maybe, like, any other mom wants to
Yeah.
just feed you, whatever,
Yeah.
beans, whatever, unhealthy stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, she
Mijo,
get-
come.
she
Yeah.
gets
Yeah, she
down.
be like
She
that,
gets
yeah.
down, huh?
Yeah,
in the
but
kitchen.
it seems like she understands, like, hey, my kids are fighters, you know, they got to eat healthy.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want them to be killing weight, you know, and messing up their liver, and you know, later on, like, she wants to take care of your body too, and that's
Yeah.
it's pretty awesome that both your mom and dad have that understanding, and they're doing that for you guys. That's pretty cool, man. So, one thing I want to also let people know about you, Charlie, and I don't know about you, I don't know if you've sparred the fighters that he sparred, but you sparred some world champions over there in California. Let's talk about those world champs, man. Starting with Jorge Linares, man. How was that experience?
Oh, that guy. That was back in 2018 too. That was like going to like I think he was still in his prime at that time.
Yeah, man, he
Like,
was.
He was like strong, man. I'm not gonna lie. He's he surprised me, you know, but it was good work. I already knew like it was gonna be like, but like, he actually surprised me like even more when I said well, like I fought my debut after like that weekend. Like we hung out in California and we get a call from Joe Diaz talking about like they're looking for Linares for some sparring, I guess, and because his sparring partner didn't want to show up no more, because I guess he hurt him.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I actually know who the guy he sparred, but I'm not gonna say no names.
Yeah.
But yeah, but what's it called? Yeah, that same weekend I went to Vegas straight from. I didn't even come back. I just went straight from Cali straight to Vegas. And my tia Nancy, shout out to her. Like big shout out to her. She's the one who drove me from over there, cause she lives in Cali. That's where well at that time we were staying there for that weekend, just for like a little vacay, family vacay.
Yeah.
And after the day after my fight, my dad gets a call from Joe Diaz, like I was saying, and if I could like, he'll pay me and we'll stay in a house. So he has a house for me and everything. Like, he just needs work, and he was gonna fight Lomachenko. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think it was that Lomachenko, and he needed someone like slick, you know, like that's when I came in, and like and I gave him a lot of work. Good rounds, man. Like I learned a lot from him, to be honest. Shout out to Linares, man.
Like, so was that after your pro debut, right?
Literally, yeah.
So your first fight, right?
Yeah.
Boom, you fight, and then all of a sudden you
Then
get a call.
next
be
day.
Jorge Linares, sparring partner, and he's facing Lomachenko. Dude, how do you feel? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like at that moment, were you just like, "Fuck it, let's go," or
Yeah,
were
yeah.
you just like,
I was like, I had to take it, man. I'm not gonna let that go to waste, man. Like, like it could be a one-time thing, you know, like. But then after that, I guess he liked it, and he kept calling me for two more for his fights, and then after that's when he went to Japan, train out there. I couldn't go out there,
Yeah.
but yeah, but I was helping him out for like 3 camps, so it was good, like it was dope, and then he'll pay me, like. He invited me over to his house. You know, he's good. He was good people, man.
Yeah.
Real good people.
So you get to spend time with him and get to know him as a
Yeah.
person, right? How is he like as a person?
Oh man, he's real genuine, man. Honestly, like he's very humble, very humble. I learned a lot, not only in the ring, but outside the ring too. You know, like, he's good people, man.
Like
Good
advice
people.
about life and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, a lot, man. Like
What-
honestly, like he'll tell me like to stay at the gym, like all this. Like he'll pressure, like he'll push me, you know, like a big brother, you know. Like it was dope, man. Like if I could do it again, I will.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
So, did he give you any advice that during that time when you were training with him that you won't forget? Like, did he give you anything like any piece of advice that really stuck to you?
Honestly, like he'll just tell me like to stay in the gym, and like there'll be times at the gym like I'll be doing like he'll notice I'll be doing the same thing, and he'll be like, hey, try doing this. Like he'll tell me straight up like, hey, work on this footwork, try turning your hips more, try not to like move too much, because once like I started off 4 rounds, but like when you start doing more rounds, literally, you know, like you're gonna end up getting tired. So like he told me like to just stay consistent, but don't overdo yourself either.
Yeah.
And I learned a lot from that. Like honestly, like man, shout out to him. I learned a lot, man. I respect him. And what can I say?
Yeah. So that was Jorge Linares.
Yes,
but
sir.
what other champions that we don't know about that you,
I
or any good fighters, like
Yeah.
just the fighters that are over there? Who did you spar?
I used to spar I spar Virgil Ortiz.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Yep.
he was 147. Well, at that time he was 140, 147. I think he was 140, and I was 135. And man, believe the hype, man. He's and other people I fought. I mean, I sparred Tomas Delorme.
Yep.
Thomas
Tomas
Delorme.
Delorme.
Yeah, I spar him too. Honestly, I spar all the big guys, man. Like, cause Joel knew like when I spar 135 pounders, man, like I'll make it look easy.
Yeah.
And he wanted to push me, so he put me in with the 147 pounders, and he put me with Virgil, Thomas Delorme, Butayev, freaking there's a lot of big names, honestly. I spar Jojo Diaz.
Oh, yep. How was that, man? How was Jojo Diaz?
He's very slick, man. I'm not gonna lie. A good experience too.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Jojo too. And he's very slick, very he's calm, real calm, but like he's very what's that word? Very like
Technical?
very technical, very, but he's like he chooses his punches right, like
Yeah.
he picks and chooses like good, like
So he's very patient. He knows how to
Yeah.
pick his shots.
Like yeah, he's not the biggest heavy hander,
Mhm.
but man, when he hits you, like he knows where like to hurt you,
Yeah.
you know. But I mean, shout out to Jojo, man.
So-
A lot of good people, man.
Yeah, so you see, and that's what I want Arizona fighters or Arizona fans to know about Charlie, man. That he's like a gem, and then his brother's coming up, man. And you guys don't even know how good these guys are because they haven't really showed their skills. You know, like you just fought one time this year, right? You haven't fought this year, right?
No, but I've been training like each time I'm supposed to fight, something always happens. It's crazy.
Yeah, like see, you fought one time. You might fight. Are you
Did-
gonna fight
did-
again
did-
this year?
July 30th.
July 30th. I'm trying to get in
Okay.
that card again. Yeah.
So boom, July 30th. But even you, Brian, you know you only had 4 fights,
Yeah.
and I'm telling you, as you guys come and you guys keep on showing your skills here in Arizona, you guys are gonna get a fan base because you guys are super good. You guys are gonna put exciting fights, and you guys have the background of. You have the background, right, of facing these world champions, and then you got the background too of having seen your brother fight these guys, and also,
He actually sparred world champions too.
yeah,
like
well, I didn't even know that. Tell
Oh,
me.
what's his name?
Chocolatito.
Chocolatito.
Oh man, you fought Chocolatito.
Yeah, and also the 122 champ, Kaká from Uzbekistan.
MJ.
Yep.
Bronze medalist. Yeah,
Yep.
I
Yeah.
sparred him too. Who else?
Pollito.
Pollito.
Ceja.
Julio Ceja. He fought Ringen Dogs.
Yeah, Ringendo
And he also sparred
Diego De La Hoya.
Diego De La Hoya.
Yeah, okay. Let's talk about that, Brian. Let's talk about first off Chocolatito, because Chocolatito,
Shout out to
man,
him.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's. But at one point, people were saying like he's probably when he was on top, right?
Yeah.
He was like pound for pound the best.
Yeah.
So how does that work with
It-
Chocolatito?
It was cool. Like it was a bit different because he's shorter than me.
Uh-huh.
But like he throws a lot of punches, so I had to be like cautious each time, you know. And then he hits pretty hard for that weight class, yeah. And also it felt good too, cause at that time he was my favorite fighter, so like to me, to fight spar my favorite fighter, it felt good.
So, I guess how did that even set up? Were you just over there with in California, or did you get a phone call? How did that happen?
How'd that happen?
I guess they were looking for sparring
Mhm.
and someone for like his type of the guy who was gonna fight. Who did he fight that time?
Oh, he fought Gallo Estrada.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, he actually had called our friend to spar him, but he wasn't training at the time. So his trainer told my dad and stuff, and then my dad's like, "Let's go out there and get some work in."
He liked
And
it.
then we drove out there, and like he liked the work, cause I tried mocking up Gallito Estrada's style, so like that's what they liked about it.
So, but how Chocolatito as a fighter? Like, how did you feel like you did in that sparring? Did you give him good sparring?
Yeah, I felt like getting good sparring. Like I felt like I threw a good amount of punches for the type of person who was gonna fight Gallito Estrada, who throws a lot of punches. Yeah.
Bro, that like every time I learn about you guys, the more and more I'm like, dude, you guys are so good. Like a lot of people, like you sparred Chocolatito, you sparred what was the other
Kaká.
Kaká,
Kaká.
right? And then the other
Diego De La Hoya.
Diego what's the last name?
De La Hoya.
Yeah, Diego De La Hoya.
I
You
sparred
fought Linares. You fought Thomas Delorme. You
Bandido.
fought
Oh, El
Bandido.
Bandido too.
Yep, like,
Brandon
see,
Lee.
all
Brandon
a
Lee
lot of people don't
too.
know that, man. A lot of people don't know that. And then you guys give them
Rayo.
good work. It's not like they kick you guys'
Rayo.
ass, bro. Like, you know, I
Yeah.
don't think they'll say that, and I don't think that it's true, right? Like, you guys got good work with some really good fighters, and you guys are just starting off.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, you guys are Arizona's hidden gems. That's what I'm gonna call you guys, man.
Thank you.
So, Brian, let's talk more about the sparring, man, because you said you sparred Kaká, right?
Yeah.
And then Diego De La Hoya. How was that experience, and how did that even happen?
Well, when I sparred Kaká, I was a bit nervous because like I knew who he was and stuff, like a bronze medalist, this and that. But like, I did a few rounds with him, and like, how I say, he surprised me like for the size he is and stuff. Like he had a heavy hand, like he had small hands and everything. So for him to hit that hard, it surprised me.
He looks like a
And he
mini
was a
Checo.
lefty.
Huh,
He was a
Like a
lefty.
mini Checo?
Yeah. Yeah, he was like built like
Yeah.
he was strong. He was strong though, yeah.
Strong hooks, everything. Yeah.
So, I guess I have a question for both of you guys. When you guys are sparring these good fighters, and when you guys are doing good, right? Let's say you guys are doing good, right? Which I believe.
Yeah,
Because
we
You
would.
guys wouldn't.
Yeah.
You guys wouldn't get calls like that if you guys didn't give good sparring, right? At one point, you say like, "Wow, like I'm at this level. Like I could be at this level, and I'm really good. Like my dream of being a world champion is achievable." Like, do you guys think like that when you guys are sparring these guys?
I did actually. Like, I'll come back even more motivated out here to train and stuff, and then like I'll just be ready to go out there again, like whenever they need sparring. So it felt good. Like, yeah.
What are you, Charlie?
I feel the same way, honestly, and I feel like we surprised them too. Like they don't really know about us, and we go out there. And I'll be honest, we put in work over there. Like sometimes we surprise them a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm telling you guys, and you guys just need to fight. You guys just need to
Yeah.
show up and train. You guys just need to, because you guys have it. You guys have, I guess, the background, right? And the sparring to beat anybody that's going to come in here in Arizona. Because this is your hometown,
Yeah.
right? You guys are Arizona boys. They're fighting your turf. You guys are going to be in the A side, right? So you guys just got to rack up some wins, and all of a sudden you're going to get recognized. And
Yeah.
the Velasquez brothers, you know, kind of like Benavidez's, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
see, Jose. It was cool whenever Jose was, he was on top,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then David was fighting his undercard, right? And then they would go and find the, what was it? The Sun's Theater used to be called the Talking Stick
Yeah.
Resort, right?
Talking
And
Stick.
then now they're fighting, and now it's called something else. It's called the something
Footprint?
weird. Yeah, the
Footprint
Footprint Center,
Center, yeah.
right? But see, they fight in each other's undercards. They're brothers. Like, you guys could be
Yeah.
like that,
Headlining.
you know?
And stuff,
Yeah, headlining
That's
together.
dope. That'd be dope.
That'd be
You
crazy.
guys thought about that? That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
lots of times.
So let's talk about old school boxing, because old school boxing, you guys actually met Heath Curley at a different gym, right? And that gym was called Knockout, right?
No, actually, no. We actually met him
Here, yeah,
Here.
we looked up the gym and
Okay.
we just stopped by and like asked to like we could train here and we started training here. Yeah.
Well, at that time I was in Cali. I didn't even know what was going on over here,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess they
How-
would tell me that they went to a new gym. Like, oh, that's dope, you know. Like, and then when after my fight, that's when I came over here. I trained, see, like, oh, it's a good environment, man. And I'm not gonna lie, it was dead empty in here, like, back
Yeah,
then. Like, who doesn't love an empty gym? But now it's
Yeah.
like overpacked. Now, like, but like it's cool, like, cause we met new people, a lot of good people,
Little kids,
kids,
motivate
you know?
them.
Yeah. So it's even way better now. Like it just. It motivates me too, like that, like them watching me, like dang, like it makes me want to push myself more, just
Yeah.
like, you know.
Cause we started like that, like they're like 8, 9 years old. Like,
Mhm.
We tell them like, oh, we started the same age as you, this and that, and like
They don't
you
believe
look,
it.
yeah, you look
We show 'em
good, like,
pictures.
or they look better than us. I'm like, you could be better than us.
Honestly.
Yeah.
See, that's cool, man, because the reason I want to talk about old school boxing and Heath Curley, because I feel like he is creating a great environment for kids, young kids to come here, and also for pros to come here, because every time I've talked to a fighter that's from here, every time I come in, right, I see a pro helping a little kid. I see a bunch of kids in the ring just shadow boxing, sparring. Then this gym around after 5 p.m. gets packed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gets packed. And I guess what I want to ask you guys both is, like, what do you guys like the most about Heath Curley and what, like, his gym? Like, what makes you comfortable here?
Me, the friendship we have,
Yeah.
like with each other, like my dad, me, him. Like,
Well, we
yeah,
built
we just
up.
get along
Yeah.
very well.
Yeah, like I honestly I consider him like family too. You know, he'd be in our corners now.
Yeah.
It's dope. You know, having him there, like it feels more. I'm comfortable. You know, like it's cool. Like shout out to Heath.
Yeah, no, and, shout out to Heath, too, because he allows me to use, old school boxing gym and
Real good people, man.
Yeah,
Real
and
good people.
allows me to do this podcast here. So, that's one thing that I want people to know too, man. That there's a gym here in Arizona. We have a ton of gyms, and I'm gonna hit those gyms up, But there's a gym here in Arizona called Old School that I think is making a big difference in the community, and making a big difference in these kids, because you see more kids here than adults.
Yeah.
You see, like, I mean, they'll be jump roping outside. You'll come in one day and you're like, what the heck? There's like 40. I mean, I don't know if there's 40 kids, but
No.
it seems like there's 40
About
kids.
40.
Yeah, just little kids just here sparring, and just their parents, they trust their kid. They drop them off.
Yeah.
They have trust there. I'm like, man, that's so cool that he's creating a way for these kids to stay out of trouble.
Yeah. Safe environment.
Yep, save his environment, but also teaching them a skill that's going to help them protect themselves, and also, it's you know, they're with a bunch of men here, man, and we have girls too, right?
Yeah,
we have
correct.
girls,
Yeah.
and they're teaching girls to be a little tougher, and I think that's so awesome, man, so awesome. That's why I love coming to this gym. I love talking to the fighters in this gym. Now, you said you're gonna probably fight the 30th.
The 30th.
Of
Yes.
July, right?
Yes.
Do you know who you're fighting at all?
I got no opponent yet.
Mhm.
Nothing like that yet. So though, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, are you gonna be fighting at 135?
135. Yeah.
135? Are
Yeah.
you trying to get in that card too?
Yeah, I think I already have a fight scheduled,
Yeah.
but it's at 130, so I'm gonna have to move up like 2 divisions.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's okay with me. Like, I'm trying to get a fight, you know, because it's been like over a year and I've been training every day, literally, and no fights came up.
Yeah.
I had like a few fight days, like 4 of them, and they all fell through. Like, I don't know.
Do you know who you're fighting at all?
No, I do not. I don't know
No.
yet. Yeah.
So you're gonna go 130. See, those are the type of things too. As I was just looking at my camera, but the reason why I think you guys are gonna be so good is I don't think you guys create excuses. You know, some people when there's some fighters here in Arizona, right, that make excuses to fight that are really good, but they make excuses to fight. You know, they'll say, "Oh, well, I'm not gonna go to a weight division," but they haven't fought in like a year,
Yeah.
right? You're like, "No, I haven't fight." Oh, they offered me a fight 130. All right, I'll take it because I haven't fought in a long time. And I think that's gonna take you. That mentality right there
Yeah.
is gonna take you long ways because you know, hey,
Yeah.
I need that experience,
Yeah.
you know. And you're good enough to fight at 130, I
Yeah.
believe.
You know, the
Right?
size and everything.
Yeah, and you're 5'9". You're fighting at
Yeah. 22.
122. Oh,
Yeah.
it's crazy. Now, Charlie, what do you guys? I'll ask you, Brian. When you're entering a ring or before a fight, what type of music do you like to listen to?
I listen to a lot of like rap, a lot of rap, like high music, or if not like rap, but like motivation, like speaking about like just making it out, you know, like
Yeah.
making a way for like my friends, my family and stuff, my brothers, everybody.
Yeah. What's a song that comes to mind that motivates you a lot?
An artist, his name is Lil TJ. He's from New York. I listen to him a lot.
Yeah? So, TJ, what's one of the songs that you like?
Part of the plan.
Yeah.
He
Rap it a little bit.
Nah.
You got the mic right there, man.
Come on, you got.
I need the beat.
Check mic.
Check mic. 1 2 1 2.
Yeah, but him, like, I should like pumps me up, you know.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
What's one of his songs? Like, what's the title?
That one's Part of the Plan, and then there's another one called Brothers. It just talks about like him and his like he calls his friends like his close ones brothers, like just making it out, like speaking it into existence and stuff.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's
yeah.
cool, man. I have to listen to Little TJ.
Yeah.
But what are you? What do you like to listen to?
We have like almost the same taste,
Yeah.
but I like more like it's like drill music.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't
Drill
know.
music.
Like yeah, like
Like street
gangster,
stuff,
like street stuff. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I don't know why, but I don't know.
So give me a song.
Oh snap!
He has a
That
lot
comes
of,
into
I have a
mind.
lot. Huh?
he has a lot like underground too. Like,
Yeah, like
Yeah.
underground.
Tell me one. Last time you fought, before you went into the ring, what did you listen to? A song that you
by-
remember.
I listen to a lot of Detroit music,
Yeah.
from Detroit, and I have a song called "On a Safe." It just like I don't know. It hypes me up. Like it's like going to a club, you know. Like it's just like it's like
Yeah.
that. It's like that. But like before a fight, you're just getting high, man. Like I eat like some Skittles. I eat a little bit of Skittles before I go and fight, so I get a little sugar rush, you know. And I think that helped me out too. Like for like the music, like I have to have music before a fight. Like even when training, I always come and I have my AirPods. We all do, like me, Checo, and Brian, cause I mean, like it's just our music. It helps us more. Like it
Stay
motivates us.
focused.
It stays focused. Yeah, we jump routine with headphones, but when it's time to put the gloves in, that's when we take them off and just like you know.
And it's funny because, like how you said, listen to Detroit music, people will look at us and they don't think we listen to the type of music. They think like it's only like banda or like
Corridos.
corridos.
Yeah. I listen to la corridos too. Like I'll be
Yeah,
honest.
there's some,
Yeah, like Natanecano. Shout out
Yeah.
to Natanecano.
We mix it up, yeah.
Yeah, we mix it up though, you know. But
Well, one thing that I didn't know about you, Skittles. Where'd that come from?
I don't
Skittles
know.
before a fight.
Since the amateurs, we always get like a pack.
Yeah.
You know, like an amateur, they always have like a little like a cell, like a food
Stand,
cell,
like
like
a little
stand. Yeah, outside or something.
Yeah, I'm actually like a sweet tooth. I like sugar. Crazy,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like it's
So
not,
is it Skittles your favorite?
nah, I like what's that called? I like sneakers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, Skittles, like, honestly, like, I don't know. It's just, since the amateurs, like, well, my dad always buys us a little bag, and we always, like, we'll eat it. Like, he'll make us actually eat it, like, get a little bit, you know, like.
Yeah, to this day, like before, like when he fought, he called me like, when you come, like stop by Circle K and grab him a sneakers.
Yeah.
Yeah, like sneakers, Skittles,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
And,
pretty badass, dude. I didn't know. I didn't know you guys had a sweet tooth, but the Skittles, you know.
Yeah.
I could just see you.
I need
Before
sponsor.
a fight,
Hey, Skittles, I need that
you-
sponsor.
Yeah, sponsor. The Snickers and Skittles, they're looking for sponsorships. So, do you guys have any other routines that we don't know about before you guys fight?
For a fight.
Any meals that, like a
oh,
tradition
meals?
that you guys do?
Oh, I mean, after weigh-ins, I have to have freaking
Pasta.
pasta. I have to,
Mhm.
man. Pasta or steak. But
Yeah.
sometimes it's either there's no other. Like, I always get steak and pasta together, or I just get steak, or I just get pasta. You know, it's
Yeah.
always.
I honestly get whatever he gets. To be
Yeah.
honest, yeah.
You just be hungry, man.
Yeah.
But the crazy part is that you get full quick, like, because we have like small stomach at that time.
Yeah.
Like, but then the next day, like, just eat a lot, man.
What's going on, Arizona boxing fans? Once again, my camera was overheating, so that's why there's a break in the video. But before we go into the next part of the video, I want to make a couple announcements. I want to let you guys know that All Around Boxing is still looking for sponsors, so help a brother out. If not, it's cool. If you want to sponsor me, hit me up on Instagram at All Around Boxing. I also want to thank Heath Curley from Old School Boxing, also Charlie and Brian. And let's get these kids, Brian and Charlie, some sponsorships, man. If you've listened to the podcast this far, you know how good they are. So please, let's get these guys some sponsorships so they could be Arizona World Champions. Again, the next video is coming up next. Sorry for the break, but I hope you guys enjoy the next part of the video. We were talking about earlier before about you guys' routines that you guys have before you guys fight. And Charlie, you were talking about your meal before you eat. You like to eat pasta and steak. What about you, Brian? What do you like to eat?
Honestly, like I eat anything like that comes, like whatever like they offer me, like, cause I honestly like don't think like, oh, like I want to have this, or like they just give me options and I be like, oh, I'll take that. And like the thing with me is I'm picky, so like I always get like almost everything plain. So I don't know, it's just the way I've always eaten, like plain stuff. I think that's why probably I'm light, you know.
So, the one thing I also want to know is your guys' style, man. Like, because I feel like your style's pretty simple, right?
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
It's pretty simple, but Charlie, you have like style, bro. Like, you always have chains. You have like look at those shorts, man. Like Gucci shorts, and then your shirts are fly. Like, where did your style come from?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I like since like high school, or I like put fits in together. You know,
Yeah.
I just put fits. Not small, but he has a lot of sneakers. Brian has a lot of
Oh, yeah.
sneakers. And
No, hey, we're not going away from your style, bro. Come on.
I don't
like,
know.
what-
Your swagger.
Yeah, your swagger, man.
I like to color coordinate.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm really picky about that. Like for me, like I won't step out if I don't like my fit. I'm not going anywhere. I'm serious. Like I will not go anywhere. Like
Yeah. And this is how you've always been like that. 'Cause
Yeah.
every time I see you after the fight, man, you always have a nice fit. You know, like you have that bag that goes around you too.
yeah, always.
Yeah, always that bag, man.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, Charlie has a style, man.
Essentials.
But Brian, man, I hear you have a good sneaker
Yeah,
collection.
I actually like collect sneakers and stuff, and like clothing too, like pants or shirts. It's just hard to wear sometimes because it's hot out here. So like the clothes I have is like mainly for like when it's colder,
Winter.
you know.
Mhm.
Right now it's too hot to wear the clothes I have right now. So I buy a lot of white tees or like shorts, like simple shorts.
Yeah, and your style is very just like
Yeah.
very OG.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I always see you sometimes with a white shirt, just like
Yeah.
plain shirt, hat. And it's funny, man. You guys' styles, you guys are so similar but so different.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I get
So-
that a lot.
Now let's talk about your guys' a little bit more about your pro career, right? Because do you guys have enough sponsors? Like, do you guys have a lot of sponsors backing you up, or do you guys have no sponsors?
I actually have no sponsors at the moment, but I told my dad because I haven't fought, and like I've been trying to fight. It's just the problem is like they can't find a fighter or something. So like I don't know. I just wouldn't feel comfortable, you know.
Yeah.
But for this fight, I'm looking for sponsors.
So, guys, Brian Velasquez, all right, Spar Chocolatito. Spar Diego De La Hoya.
Spart, Kaká,
Kaká
Julio
has
Ceja.
no sponsors, and he's
Spars
from AZ.
me.
Any AZ business, please sponsor this guy. He is good. What about you? Do you have any sponsors?
I got like, what is it, like two of them?
Yeah, a
Or
What are they?
two of them. I got Express Wheels and Tires,
Mhm.
literally down the street, 27th Ave and
Missouri.
Missouri, in the corner, literally across from Circle K. The owner actually is he used to be like, we used to be close back in elementary. That's where we used to go to school together, and now like we're teaming up, like, you know. But yeah, man, he's good people too, and he been backing me up for like since my third fight.
Mhm.
He been helping me out, so like, it's a big help too, you know, big help. Not even that, like he wants to like put his son too in the gym,
Mhm.
so like, oh yeah, we help him out since he's like down the street. You just come, you know, like I told him, so like he's good. But I got, who else do I got? I got someone. My barbershop that I go to, AZ Style Barbershop,
Mhm.
out in 75th Ave and Indian School.
Yeah.
We actually both go there. We get the same cut from the same
Yeah.
person. Yeah. So like,
He's dope.
he'll probably help him sponsor too. Like yeah, no matter what, like my little brother, I'm gonna help him out regardless. Like that's why I was lucky. Like I don't know, I want to get myself to this show, but I don't want, like, since we know a lot of people the same, it's gonna be hard to sell tickets.
Yeah.
So that's why look, you want to take turns. Like I fought the last fight. All right, you can fight this one, and I'm gonna just sell your tickets, so
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about it. You know, so you could not be stressed about it. Like I'll be the one selling the tickets for you, and when I fight, he'll probably do the same thing. You know, like
Yeah.
help each other out. You know.
Yeah, but if it's possible for him to get a fight still, like, I
will.
wanted to fight, you know, like, 'cause
Yeah.
I wanted to fight the same night, you know.
Yeah, it'll be dope.
Yeah.
Like, us getting, I feel like we still like we'll be good. Like that's why I still like want to get the fight. Like, you know what, we're gonna still sell, like, no matter what. Like now I got people from Cali that will come over here too, that will buy like tickets and all that. Like, so it's like, it should
Yeah,
be.
man.
We'll make it work. We'll make it
Yeah,
work.
you guys will make it work. And you know what, you guys, like I said, you guys, where did the popularity come from, man? Is it just from going to school here in Phoenix in the city? Or is it just because you guys are social and you guys go out, you guys make friends, and you guys, you know, people like you and just gravitate towards you? Or where did the popularity come from?
Well, with me, it was because of him, like his friends in high school. Like, they all, like, were cool with him, so they were, like, started being cool with me when I started going to school with him. And then, how do I say it? I basically got clout from him, but
Yeah?
Nah,
he
it
didn't
is
see it
cool,
as that,
like,
but I would, like,
yeah.
clown about it, you know?
good friends. Like I like
Yeah.
hung out with good people. You know, like
Yeah.
good friends. You know, like, and he knows, like, they don't know, like, oh, you box. They'll be like, hey, bring your little brother. Like they'll bring, like, oh yeah, I'll bring him. I'll bring him. Yeah, cause he boxes too. You know, like,
Yeah.
so it's cool, and it's like a mini me. You know.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's cool, like having him around. You know.
So,
Yeah.
I'm curious because this question came up in my mind. Growing up, because were you guys boxers, did you guys get tested a lot from kids? Like, oh, these guys are
Oh.
boxers. Let's see what's up. You know?
Back in high school, yeah.
Yeah.
But my freshman year, like, man, like there'll be guys like, we'll be in the basketball court. Like me, I used to be a shy dude, man. Like shy back in high school. Like I'll be shy. Like I wouldn't really talk. But now, like after like my sophomore year, after like my junior year, my senior, I started like I became outgoing out of nowhere,
Mhm.
and the people that used to like try make me look more like,
Bully you or something?
Like-
yeah, like that type. Yeah, like people that think that they're tough and all that. Like,
Yeah.
I just ignore it back then. But now, like, now if it's now, like, man, like, you know, I became like, oh, that music, man. I'm just kidding. No, but like, it just been like, I just become like more outgoing. Like now I'm more secure about myself. You
Yeah.
know,
More like social, too.
more social too. I make a lot of friends too. Like I'll go anywhere. Like people tell me to, like, I'm like the light at the party. Like I don't say it, but like I just talk a lot. You know, like
Yeah.
I'll be like I just like, I see someone, my friend, and he has like a couple friends. I'm gonna say what's up to everyone. You know, even though I don't know them, I'm present myself. Even though he don't present me, I'll present myself. I'm just that type of person. I'm not gonna let someone out. You know, like I think about the past. Like back then, I used to do that to to say what's up to the people around me. Like we're not saying like, you know what, like, but now like me seeing, like, I'm gonna just say what's up to everyone. You know, I'm not gonna be like at the gym.
That's good.
Bro, it gets packed here,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I can't say like bye to everyone. I'm just like, hey, I'll be telling everyone like, yeah, we out of here, man. Yeah.
Well, especially because, you know, we're Mexican, and, you know, it's custom. I mean, I do it with my daughter, too. Go say bye to your tios and tias. Everybody.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
the cousins. And my
Yeah.
daughter's like, bye,
Yeah.
bye, bye. And it
Yeah.
takes so long to say
Yeah.
bye, right? And I think it's just kind of in, it's just in our nature,
our
right?
blood, yeah.
Since we're kids, man, we had to say bye. But I mean, and you got obviously social from your brother, right? Being around him.
And then also I met a friend in high school. Like, it was like my last year, but I did an extra year, so I was like a super senior. And like, that's when we got close, and like he was pretty popular, and like he's the one that became friend. He wanted to become friends with me. Like he was so cool with me, and like he like presented me his friends, and like they were all cool too, and like basically like we just made it like they just added me to their group basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like from there like they would talk about me to others, and like go to this fight, like this and that, and like he's good. And, yeah.
That's why Arizona needs to see you guys fight, because you guys have a following. You guys are good fighters. You guys have great sparring in the past, man. I'm telling you.
We're fresh.
AZ's hidden gems.
we're fresh.
If I could create a logo, it'd be like your guys' face with like a gem.
That'll be dope. That'll be dope, actually.
AZ gems.
AZ gems.
But that's badass, guys. Well, so I'm trying to think if I have any other questions, but I feel like we covered a lot, man. I feel like I got to know you guys a lot. I feel like you guys, I'm just trying to get AZ to get to know you guys. Before we go, would you guys like to shout out anybody? First thing I want to say too, before we go, is please, Arizona businesses, if you guys are looking to sponsor great fighters, that for sure, in my heart, I believe there's great upside to sponsoring these kids. I mean, if you guys listen to this podcast for this long, we've known that he's sparred Chocolatito, he sparred Jorge Linares. I mean, you've sparred some really good champions. I mean, he helped the Keenan Carvajal fight for Leo Santa Cruz. It's just a matter of time for AZ to recognize you guys, and all you guys need is just to fight. And then Arizona's going to be like, wow, we got the next duo of champions here. So please sponsor these kids. And Arizona, all around boxing's looking for sponsors too. I gotta throw myself in there.
Yeah, got to. Good people, man.
So
Good people.
you want to give any shout outs to anybody or say anything before we go?
Shout out to Old School Boxing Gym. Shout out to Heath. Shout out to my teammate Checo, Charlie, my dad, my mom,
The whole family,
the whole
man.
family, and then also shout out to my boy Ray that keeps shouting me out and stuff to his friends.
Yeah.
Shout out to my girlfriend too, Ivory.
Hey, you can't forget about the girl, bro.
She pushes me too, so that's a good thing.
Yeah. Well, you basically said everything. Nah. Shout out to Heath, man. Honestly, it's a good gym, What can I
I've
say?
been here for like 3 years, 2 years,
4 years now.
4
I
years.
think, man.
So,
We planning to stay here. Man, good gym,
yeah, I think
Even though it gets
forever.
packed, man, I'm comfortable still, no
Yeah.
matter what. And shout out to all my family, all my supporters, my fans, my future fans, shout out to everyone.
You shouting out your future fans, Charlie?
Yeah,
Hell
got
bro.
to,
Look at that. He's
man.
looking into the
I got
future.
to. Yeah, I mean, can I say
Future sponsors.
shout out and thank you God, for this,
Oh,
we wouldn't be here, first and foremost, and especially my mom, my dad. You said that already, yeah.
And shout out to Johnny, of course.
Oh, shout out
Oh,
to Johnny,
man.
man.
Shout out to you, man.
I'm waiting for,
I appreciate it.
I'm
I
saving the
appreciate
best
you.
for
You guys
last.
have to shout me
I'm saving
out,
the
bro.
best for last.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
shout out
all
Johnny.
good, guys. Hey, it's all good, guys. But one thing I want to say to both of you guys before I go is to please, guys, please. You guys I've seen some fighters come to Arizona and be as good as you guys. There's some fighters currently right now that are as good as you guys, but are not fighting. And I always get advice to fighters that you starting up, you at least want to fight 3 times a year. Okay, the fighters that have been successful in Arizona, at one point when they're coming up, have fought 6 times a year in 1 year.
That's what I'm trying to do. 5
Yeah.
to
Just
6.
8
So-
times if possible.
8, yep. So that's the mindset you guys gotta be. Man, come to the gym, fight if you can 6 times in 1 year. Then after that, you could do 3 times, 4 times a year. But you guys have such upside, and I have so much high expectations for both you guys. Because of what I've learned about you guys today and what I've known in the past. So please continue fighting. Keep repping Arizona, and I appreciate it, guys.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Johnny.
Yep.
I appreciate
Thank you,
you.
Johnny.
guys.
Appreciate you
your
taking the
time.
time.
Cool.
It's dope.
It's